Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta talk wrestling shit this week. Hey yo, welcome back
Mhm.
this week's to a brand new episode of 2DopeMarks, your home for Gold Grill Wrestling, hot takes, and all types of bullshit. Because hey, life be lifing, and considering what last Thursday was, yeah, I feel like we need a cleanse, if you will, a
Mhm.
strong cleanse if you are a fan of a certain Philadelphia football team or Philadelphia sports in general. I'm Brando. That is D on my right. You know what I'm saying? We thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following the brand on social media, on Twitter at 2DopeMarks, at on Facebook at 2DopeMarks, on YouTube at 2DopeMarks. Hit the bell, turn the notifications on because we go live every Thursday, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central, unless we have the emergency episodes coming because real life shit be happening. Real life
Yeah.
shit be happening.
Mhm.
Case in point, last week was the shortest episode in 2DopeMarks history because I had to go see No Worries, and D had to go watch the Philadelphia Eagles. But we got it all in, man. We got it all in. We talked Crown Jewel. We talked NXT TNA Showdown. We talked whatever Title Tuesday was from AEW. And then we got into some realness, right? We got into some realness because guess what? We have merch, ladies and gentlemen. We have merch. If it's your first time tuning in, then you know that we represent Go Grill Wrestling. The logo is Go Grill. The ring is Go Grill. We salute black wrestlers. We salute The Rock, even though along with my man JR Bang think he Pro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We salute Ron Simmons, first black heavyweight champion. We salute Big E, Kofi Kingston. We salute them, brothers. Bobby Lashley. We salute the Bianca Belairs, the Jade Cargills, the Naomis. You know what I'm saying? The Jazzes, the Jacquelines, the Mercedes Monets. We even have a 10 Wrestling Show Commandments t-shirt, meaning, hey, don't be funky, don't be racist, and have some fun. All of that can be found at the link in our bio, or you can go to www.2dopemarks.com is where we have the growing archive of all of our episodes because we are at episode 39 tonight, which
Mhm.
means we close to 50,
Yeah.
which is crazy to think about because who knew I had 50 episodes worth of wrestling shit to talk about with this mofo right here to my right.
I'm on the other side.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, fine. Tonight's episode, by the way, in our usual regalia, we will go over Crown Jewel. We were going to go over what the hell happened on Raw Monday morning. Uh, for those of us in the States, if you woke up to a nasty ass spoiler on social media, all apologies.
Folks was
Because
pissed.
boy, they was hot. So we will get into that. We will also get into, you know, Bound for Glory. We'll also get into the fact we had not one, but two classics. Yeah, I mean, last weekend. We'll get into the fact that there's a certain AEW wrestler who has no good, very terrible bad luck with the company. It
He need
shouldn't be
that
that
life
way,
alert thing.
but it is that way.
Something wrong with that man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we get all of that, and also we get in the hater / hero of the week. But first, D,
Hmm.
a whole lot of wrestling shit happened last weekend. Now, were you among the people who braved and said, "Hey, man, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I watched some graps."
I had a game that morning, so when I woke up in the morning, to get ready or whatnot, it was already on. So I at least caught what I caught the first match, and
Mhm.
I caught Roman and Bronson, and him talking about he don't want to see them fools till Christmas, and then I had to go be on the football field.
And then you had to go
But
be
but
a
but but I will tell you this though, me and the boys were in the car, like literally before we got out the car watching Cena and AJ.
Okay.
Whole team warming, home team warming up, and we watching Cena and AJ.
Okay. I need you to put a pin in that one because we're going to get to that. We're going to get into that love letter for pro wrestling. We are going to get into the fact that Stephanie Vaquer is your women's crown jewel champion. And thank God that she is. And we're going to get into the fact that Seth Rollins literally crashed out in order to become crown jewel men's champion. And then, because hubris is a mofo, Seth Rollins literally broke his own vision up just by yapping. But the real question I have for you before we get into all of that for real, who had the best showing this weekend in pro wrestling?
I think they were both enjoyable. I mean, I can't give say one. I mean, 1A and 1B. I enjoyed both of them completely. I don't think anybody won. I think they both won.
You don't think nobody had a better week? Okay. So I'm afraid I'm gonna rephrase this to you.
Okay.
Because that's what we do.
Uh-huh.
You don't think John Cena had a better weekend than Javon Evans? You don't think AJ Styles had a better weekend than Leon Slater? You don't think Mike Santana had a bomb-ass weekend celebrating a world title win with his child?
It's even kill.
Oh, wow. 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 Wow.
You know I'm fucking with you. So
I absolutely do know that you're fucking with me, but at the same time,
I mean it's kind of hard. Like Javon and Leon, they fucked that shit up. AJ and John, like wrestling classic. You know what I mean? Like they both won. I mean, shit, like you said, Mike Santana with his little boy. Man, please let me win something with my sons. I'm gonna be crying like a little baby. But I mean, for real, who you asked me a question? Who won the weekend? We did, the fans. Just to be fair,
I think fans want to, dog. Look, you had a little bit of everything, dog. You had nostalgia, you had the future, you had folks literally doing their best to be like, oh, we ain't getting no beat, we ain't getting no C's in them ESPN grades this week.
Oh wow.
We ain't getting no C's. Shout out to Andreas Hell. But in totality, I really think the biggest winner from the entire weekend is Bronson Reed.
I can see that.
From Saturday to Monday, the biggest dub belonged to Bronson Reed. And why do I think that? Well, let's just get into it, man. There's a whole new vision going around in the main stable on Raw that is not the Judgment Day. So Bronson Reed can actually say he has pinfall victories over Kazuchika Okada and Roman Reigns.
Sure can.
Like that is a one-of-one situation, brother. I don't even know who can compare to that. Secondarily, he made his move after Braun Breaker said, "Oh, I'm done with this whole you yapping saying you the greatest of all time is from Seth Rollins."
Yeah.
And got in my say, he's like, wait a second. It's like, wait a second.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
I said, I know how to what I do to Seth Rollins. I did this plenty of times before.
How many times was it? How many times was it in one standing?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. In front of people as as one favorite comedian of mine would say. Point is, they knew what they was, and Paul Heyman is the most get down or lay down manager in the history of pro wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
You know how he is. He surrounds himself with mofos that can whoop your ass. That's and fair. He saw the situation and acted like Fred Sultan in Great White Hype. He's like, oh no, I'm gonna slide with the people that standing tall right now.
I hope people are old enough to remember that movie.
Dog, that's a classic. That's an underrated Samuel L. Jackson and Damon Wayans situation, dog. It is. Fair. But how we got here is real simple. It's Seth Rollins' ego dooming him in. Well, twofold here. One is Seth Rollins being the type of guy to bust out and say, "Yo, I'm the greatest of all time." Da 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 da. On the same card that John Cena AJ Styles showed you why they are the greatest of their generation, and in Cena's case, he's arguably the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah.
And in the second note, Seth Rollins deciding to crash out and mess his shoulder up, doing a coast to coast diving headbutt.
Bruh. I don't even know what the fuck what he had going on. Who told them to do that?
To this day, it's
It's
Thursday.
a hell of a
This
spot.
happened on Saturday morning. Well, Saturday morning, East Side, and Aussie side, it was nighttime.
It was a hell of a spot, but no,
it was.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a spot, and B, the other spot in that match, a top rope, an avalanche crossroads, and that ain't the finish,
bruh. The top rope curb stomp.
I mean, well, that's a finish. I mean, it did on Boston.
Look, that was like American History X on the curb.
I hope people realize what that movie was, given the current climate of the world. Now I'm gonna hold you, but we said before when they launched this stable that effectively is probably going to be Seth Rollins at the head with the World Heavyweight title and Bron with the tag titles. But more and more, because Bron been holding down Raw in that main event scene forever, it seems, over the summer, is in the way that Bron Breakker looked on Saturday after Paul Heyman put a little doubt if Seth Rollins didn't win versus Cody Rhodes. Hey man, that Steiner voice, his uncle voice started going off in his head.
That Steiner math started calculating.
The Steiner math started calculating, and basically them black shades and that blonde buzz cut started yapping in his ear like Green Goblin mask, dog.
Bruh.
Hauled off and snapped.
But who would you have thought from that? Would you have thought from, what was it, the little kickoff shindig thing they did the day before when he crashed out, when Seth crashed out? Did you think that it was leading to that?
No, absolutely not. I think the injury that he legit suffered, because he wrestled the rest of that match with one arm, basically, that sped this up. Like, this felt like it was something to occur after War Games, right? And now this throws all the War Games.
Remember I texted you the other day. I was like, "What does that look like for War Games, man?"
And I was like, "Brother, I don't know, but I am intrigued." And the reason why I'm intrigued is because who the hell gonna be on teams?
Unless you bring Brock with Heyman,
and I don't know.
You need to put no Brock in no War Games, bro.
I mean, remember how we said Obafemi didn't need to be in that men's 4-on-4 for TNA and NXT because it's a whole goddamn yeah.
So who's on the other side then? What you gonna have? Roman don't want to see them fools till Christmas.
Is Survivor Series near Thanksgiving this year?
It usually is.
All right, okay. So if Survivor Series is near Thanksgiving, you think they gonna show up to Roman crib with a ham, kind of like smooth shit over? You think they're gonna give him like the iciest pair of forces?
It's actually, hold on, let me see now. Let me see when this thing is. Hold on. When is Survivor Series? You want to give me a date? Oh shit! It's after Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's the 29th because I think Thanksgiving is the 27th, something like that. Hold on. Yeah, Thanksgiving's on the 27th. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Well,
they're going back to the traditional thing because back in the day, Survivor Series used to be on Thanksgiving night, and then they started putting it the day before Thanksgiving.
True. Super true.
I used to be
That
like,
is
fuck that
something.
turkey. I won't watch Survivor Series. I don't eat turkey.
True. So, again, we got a month of some change, right? There's Saturday night's main event coming up, which is presumably going to be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title in Salt Lake City, Utah. I don't
That's
expect
if his
many
shoulder to get reattached.
There's also that, right? But at the same time, you got Bron now lurking for that. Both Brons pretty much lurking for that World Heavyweight title. You got Paul Heyman leading them. You got Seth Rollins once again. Seth Rollins actually got kicked out of a stable as opposed to him breaking the stable up. You got Roman not wanting to see his cousins till Christmas. You got Jay and Jimmy trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
You got the Brock quandary. I have no idea what Survivor Series is gonna look like. None. And
And that's
also,
the best part about wrestling. We don't know
it
shit
is.
is gonna
We
happen.
don't
It
know.
happens.
Yep. So I am going to look up. Let's see. I'm going to look up before this happened, mind you, because it was coming about, and I had to laugh when they rolled this beautiful being footage. Right? They literally, some people said, Dave Meltzer, by the way, suggested what the potential War Games men's 5-on-5 will look like. Right? And I'm like, word, mind you, Austin Theory being in this match, I was like, huh? Like, how you gonna make that work? Right? How? You let me know how that works. Because you gotta do a lot of building. And we know John Cena is likely not in War Games because he is maybe facing your boy, my boy, 2-belt Dirty Dom for the IC title.
Do I really want to see that? Sure.
You think about it.
So, you said? Who's the 5 allegedly?
The alleged. Let's see. We have to do a little bit of digging. WWE says wild rumor is actually an option. All right. Anyway, let me see. I'm getting a freaking phone call in the middle of the dang show. So let me see. Survivor Series.
Is it money?
That's War Games. Austin Theory. Righty. Then. Oh. Austin Theory status remain uncertain. Recently reported, rusted. They broke up Grace Waller. Yep. Recover from injury. Early plan. All right, here we go. The early plans for the Survivor Series War Game match included 2 major team matches. Men's match would have been CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, and Jey Uso, with a 5th partner to be decided, versus Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, and Austin Theory.
I want to see it.
Also, that's a whole lot of alliteration. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, hey, dog, like.
Don't want to see it.
No, do not. Don't want to see it at all. Don't. Which is why, hey, man, sometimes the Lord works in mysterious ways. And he worked in mysterious ways for that one. Now, do I think that we're going to see Braun Breaker as World Heavyweight Champion sooner rather than later?
No.
Yep. Oh, no. I see it.
Before the year's over with?
Oh, no. Again, no, not before the year's over with, because we already said, first and foremost, it's going to be Roman versus Seth.
So you think they're going to get a title to Braun? You think they're going to give it to Braun before they give it to Punk?
I think what is going to happen is that it is going to be Roman and Seth for that belt, and Cody versus CM Punk for the undisputed WWE title. Because I think CM Punk is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Because I think eventually it's going to build to that eventual one-on-one match between Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns. That's where I think all this is headed.
I don't know, man. I got thrown off. Like I'm willing to see how they pivot and see what Seth's shoulder looks like. Because I've listened to a couple of rumors and heard a couple of rumors about they talking about old buddy might be faking his injury. Like faking his injury to lure Punk in again. Do I believe that? No. I think he's actually really hurt.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
you doing that twice is overkill.
Yeah. Like that's a little like why would you set that up literally in the midst of your biggest now? Hold on. Let's actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna play devil's advocate here, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the third Cody Seth match, Hell in a Cell, right? Cody went in that match injured, legitimately injured because you legit see his pec looking like goddamn Two-Face from Batman Forever. It did. It just did, right?
Yeah.
So now we are now 3 for 3 on random ass movie reference tonight.
Okay.
With that
I
being
might have
said,
another one.
With that being said, Seth also wore gear that kind of tied into their entire history. Every single match that they had previously, shout out King Troy, all tied together in the threads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would the injury not tie into that too?
I wouldn't compare Cody wrestling with injury with this particular situation because there's a belt on the line. There wasn't a belt on the line in that match. It's a whole nother circumstance because you obviously got to put the belt on somebody else. You can't just let this man roam around with one arm and have the belt. This is not Stone Cold Steve Austin with the IC title running around just doing promos.
So this is not this is not September through December 1997. I get you.
Nah.
I mean, 19.
Nah.
Was that? Yeah, that was 97.
And you got to remember who's running the show. Let's be clear. You got 2K on ESPN. They want to see real shit. They're not gonna allow that man to roam around and cut no damn promos with a belt while he's injured. No. Not more than to be honest, not more than 2 months, I believe.
Yeah, nah. They're gonna let him heal up. And as much as you say this, as TKO's running ship, think about it. Remember how wrestling used to have that a champion must defend their belt within 30 days? Clause.
Mm-hmm. That shit been gone.
Hey, dog. Judgment, I must say the tag titles are basically collecting PTO on Raw.
Pretty much.
Same for the Women's United States title. So again, let's just understand this right here. Bron took their talents from whatever it was with Seth Rollins to they doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I see that by the end of the year, there's going to be a Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins match. There's going to be another Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins match because Paul Heyman can't keep them two at bay long enough to ensure that they don't challenge for that belt in some form or fashion.
What does it look like? Just throwing some random shit out there. What does it look like if a certain someone who doesn't want to see his cousins till Christmas decides to trust another someone who stabbed him in the back a couple times, all in trying to get rid of the Browns?
That would be the wildest turn. That would be absolutely.
You have to have the best storytelling ever.
Mm-hmm. You have to make a perfect through line, and there is one actually, because Roman Reigns has been proven when he issues orders and he leads, shit don't go right. Mm-hmm. Seth Rollins now has seen when he try to lead shit, it don't go right.
Nope.
So again, this might literally be my most hated enemy. Is my most common friend to get rid of this one particular situation. So you know what? If we got a War Games team with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns on the same goddamn side,
bruh, and you put and how about this? Somebody who ain't like half the motherfuckers neither. Jay Uso in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now we cooking. And I think I ain't got no glare situation no more. Nope, still got it. Point it.
Stop being impatient, man.
We were testing things. Sun coming down. Heroes eventually die. Horoscopes off the line. But
shit, ain't daylight savings time in Texas yet.
If I was still on the East Coast with you, sun be down already at 4:15.
You sure would.
Before daylight savings time kick in. But you know what didn't? Hey, you know what the sun decided to do in Australia on Saturday? It shined heavily on John Cena and AJ Styles. Now, we said in our predictions last week that this ain't gonna be no damn match where you need a bunch of promos or no hatred. This is gonna be the most exhibition-y ass exhibition match. This is you putting two people from WWE 2K25, the Cena Farewell Edition, which just dropped today, by the way, for $15. Just letting you know. It's 15.
15 for
They
real?
may not see it out of me, but it's 15.
They ain't gonna see it out of me.
Exactly. And that's what we got, man. We got a full-blown exhibition. We got John Cena giving Alicia Taylor a letter to give AJ Styles his proper props, his proper flowers. And then them two went and said, you know what, dog? We're gonna just send a little shout out to all our homeboys.
Yeah.
They poured out a little liquor for Bray Wyatt.
They poured out a little liquor for Christopher James.
Chris Daniels, Samoa Joe, Frankie Kazarian, Jericho.
Yeah.
Rusev even got a little joint with the accolade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Yeah. I'll put it to you like this. The only thing that was needed was AJ. AJ came out in the TNA shorts already.
Sure did.
All I need him to come out to Let's Get Ready to Fly. And that would have been it. I'd have been done. I'm like, fuck this shit. That's good.
Let's go. I'm telling you this. I have never sat back and watched a wrestling match in my adulthood, like in this my upper adulthood, right? I was put it to you like this. When Kofi Mania happened, I was with my brother, and we literally were like, shedding thug tears because that's Kofi, right? That's Kofi winning the belt. I giggled audibly at this match because the shit was so goddamn fun. Giggled because, hey, man, I understand AJ Styles retiring. I get it. Like, yo, you want to leave before your body says you got to go? Right. Perfectly fine. This just goes to show me that his run next year going to be extra special.
That shit going to be crazy.
Because you know exactly where he got to end up and finish this shit at.
Yeah, don't be surprised. I said it last week. That man gonna end up in TNA winning a TNA title or at least the X Division title. One of them.
Yeah,
why not?
We are getting AJ Styles versus Evans-Slater at some point in 2026. Hard stop. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But the fact that we got this match the way we got it, right? You didn't have to worry about, hey, who's better than who. Mind you, I was in the Alamo Dome for Cena-Styles. Technically, Cena-Styles 3
was that
for the WWE title.
Dome?
Yeah,
that shit.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble.
That shit was still open.
Yeah, the Alamo Dome is still open, dog. The Alamo Dome still does. They just have the Final Four at the Alamo Dome.
Oh, for real? I thought that joint open for swap meets and shit now. What?
See, you and Charles Barkley, dog. You and Charles Barkley gonna stop. Look, Cam gonna come out of nowhere and put you in the headline for talking shit about San Antonio.
I don't want no trouble.
Just saying, dog. Just saying. I'm not going to compare it to that match because that match was also a classic at Royal Rumble 2017. But I will say this: that match right there, and then also Javon Evans versus Evans-Slater.
Yeah,
two different spectrums of pro wrestling. But god damn, it was fun as hell to watch, bro. Fun as hell to watch.
Good weekend for wrestling, man.
Real good weekend for wrestling. And for everybody mad at Dark State for quote-unquote ruining Evans-Slater versus Javon Evans. I'm sorry, did you not expect TNA to do some TNA type shit? Did you not expect TNA to go out and say, "Yo, we need both these guys to still look strong, even though they're having this dream match"?
Man,
That's what they
fuck that.
did.
That's an excuse to run that bitch back. Run that bitch
Yes.
back.
Run it back. B, Dark State now got heat. The likes of early Dom Mysterio when
your Wi-Fi name or password has changed.
what the
To
hell?
update your Wi-Fi information, go to the Alexa app.
Who the fuck listening in like this? I don't even know.
Alexa listening to 2DopeMarks.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna say it out loud because then she's gonna start doing some other shit. So you know what? I'm a chill. I'm a chill.
Season. She listening.
It's dog. It's only October the 16th. We ain't even got to real spooky season yet. We ain't got to it yet. All I know is that Dark State is officially the most hated heels in NXT. Leon Slater and Javon Evans to set that shit for stand and deliver.
Do it.
Put that shit in Vegas. Look, I know we said we are going to really think long and hard about going to Vegas for Mania, but if that's going on somewhere, I might pull that trigger. I might do it.
Lord.
I might.
Don't get my ass in trouble.
No, brother. I'm not saying I want to. I said I might.
Don't get me blamed.
It's in the maybe pile.
Yeah.
But again, I think that Cena versus Styles is a love letter to pro wrestling because it literally sums up why you're a fan, right? You have a little bit of nostalgia and homages to everybody else's moves, right? You have the fact that these dudes have been giving you entertainment since goddamn In the Club was the most popping song in America, and they still doing it. And I will say this: the second half of John Cena's retirement tour, the first half was a little shaky. You know what I'm saying?
Ass.
This second half, outside the Brock match at WrestlePalooza, pure pippery.
So would you give Cena AJ match of the year so far?
Ooh, it might be my WWE match of the year. Nope. Wait, nope. I would not. I would not. You wanna know why I wouldn't? Because Bianca Belair versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania still exists. I would put that. All right. So I'd put AJ versus Cena at Crown Jewel as my number 2 WWE match of the year.
Okay.
The match of the year is still that triple threat from the triple threat that opened WrestleMania Night 2.
Okay.
Now the triple threat that closed WrestleMania Night 1, I put that at maybe maybe 3. 4 would be Punk versus Gunther, and then number 5. You got me doing this shit you got me doing this shit just off the top. I'm not. You ain't gonna answer it. It would be the TLC match the week after WrestleMania, in which the Street Profits retained their title.
Street Profits. Okay, I can take that.
Yeah, that would be my list. That would definitely be my list. Okay. With an honorable mention going to Stephanie Vaquera versus Io Sky at WrestlePalooza.
Okay. All right. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But all things considered, something else kind of changed this weekend outside of the Hardy Boys and the Dudleys having one last match. We got Bound for Glory, and we've already spoken about Leon Slater versus Javon Evans to a point where we want to watch that thing again and again and again.
And again.
I'm up there messing with lights. Do not mind me. Because the lights went out on Trick and A. Trick Williams. I was going to call him Trick Santana like he was a mix of Jewels, right?
Trick Santana is crazy.
Trick Santana. Trick Santana. Trick Williams. Sorry. Trick Williams is no longer the TNA Men's World Champion. He lost to Mike Santana at Bound for Glory with a little help from Elijah. Afterwards, making sure that Nick Nemeth did not cash in his call your shot contract.
Man,
him nor Frankie Kazarian, by the way. And there was a touching moment we tapped into it earlier with Mike Santana presenting the TNA World Title to his daughter. Tears are all in the audience. This is basically if you were, what I'm saying, if you weren't of age for Macho Man turning face again at the Miss Elizabeth rescued him, it's on par with that, right? Very emotional, very, very strong.
You got
And
emotional
then,
with that shit.
with what? Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man?
Yeah.
Brother, I was all of 5 when I watched it for real, for real. I was 5 years old. No.
That's fair.
I watched it and I nodded. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Shout out to Ultimate Warrior.
I thought you.
And as I got older, I
shit.
caught the understanding of it. I caught the actual sentiment behind it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that definitely works. All right, cool. I'm with that. But no, Trick Williams is officially in that hard spot where it's time for you to graduate. It's time for you to be main roster, right? You've literally carried NXT and TNA for most of the year via feuds. You were admirably a great TNA champion. Got elevated that company. NXT is now in Ricky Saint's hands, and y'all gonna go at it at Halloween Havoc. And this also just goes to show you that Trick Williams, I can't recall the last time Trick Williams had a one-on-one match and it wasn't for a contendership to a title or for a title. It's been a minute.
A one-on-one match? I can't think of that either.
It's been a while, and that just goes to show you how much of a proven commodity he has become. I don't know which show he gonna go end up on. I just know that he taking graduate study courses now, dog. Like he's a super senior in the same way that Wes Lee was a super senior in NXT.
Right.
And Wes Lee sadly got released earlier this week, and people are like upset. But then also, sometimes you think of how heel turns are good for a person character, and they kind of elevate them and kind of like say, "Oh, turn your personality up to 11." And sometimes heel turns don't work. Trick Williams' heel turn perfectly worked. Carmelo Hayes turning on Trick Williams perfectly worked. Wes Lee / Desmond Xavier? Nah. For some reason, it didn't connect. Wes was there for 4 years, and I'm thankful that there are other avenues for him to show up at and to prove once more that he's one of the best wrestlers out there. Like, you tell me we might get an Ashe with Wes Lee's / Desmond Xavier's facing Cedric Alexander?
I'll take it.
Exactly, right? He can show up in AEW, he can show up back in TNA to put the Rascals back together again.
So that's why I don't think it worked, because the Rascals were primarily in TNA. So like, you can't just bring the Rascals into NXT, have him turn heel on them, and send them back to TNA. It doesn't make sense to me. That's why it didn't work. If they were all consistently in NXT, it would have worked. He would draw more and more heat. It could have been some type of feud thing, but now you got 3 of the Rascals in TNA. All they need is one more.
Yeah, and you gotta look at it from that same perspective of why is the New Day heel turn worked in some ways but not fully worked? Because Big E's retired.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, Big E's never going to be able to get his
comeuppance. If he would have came back, from his injury, it would have worked. It ain't working. I mean, it's funny for what it is right now, just to be honest, but it ain't
other than
cooking,
mourning the
cooking with hot grease. Yeah, it ain't really cooking with hot grease.
It was when it first happened, but again, back to Trick Williams, man. Like, him being who he was, he initially came in as a very athletic manager, and over the course of time has built himself up to not only be a credible talker on the mic, but by and large, probably one of the greatest. You come here and we will help you elevate to become a star in pro wrestling, not just in WWE, but just in pro wrestling in general.
Right.
he's a success story in ways that you can also say the same for the likes of Obafemi, for him coming straight through the ID program, Tiffany Stratton. You know, it's not like somebody who cut their teeth in the indies and did a lot of like small shows just to get up here.
Mhm.
This is literally like a dude who was from South Carolina, was wide receiver at the University of South Carolina, wide receiver on the practice squad for the Eagles, and it was like, you know what? I'm gonna give wrestling a shot. I'm 6'5", 255, right? I'm big enough to make this happen. You got to get the gab. He can work. He got better in the ring every single time you threw him out there. And now, hey man, it's time to move on. Like tricking
Yeah,
ain't served its purpose, but now it's
I'm
time to move on.
I'm willing to. I'm wondering what that's going to look like for him on the main roster. Do you think? Let's say. When Ilya comes back, Carmelo, Tiffany Stratton, um, Roxanne Perez. You think the WWE has done a good job with those folks so far, as across the board?
I think across the board they've done a great job with those recent calls from NXT. I think Carmelo may be the one odd man out, right? Because you would have thought that it would have popped in a certain way, but it just didn't. Dragunov,
And that's my fear. That's my fear for Trick.
Mm.
That's really my fear for Trick. Like go back to I know you're about to say about Dragunov. It's unfortunate he got hurt. So
yeah. Like Dragunov getting hurt kind of stalled out a lot of what he could have done, right? Like we could have got a Dragunov Gunther match. We could have got him with any of them steppers. Like I'm still waiting for the fact we could actually get a Dragunov versus Penta match.
I want to see Dragunov and Finn.
Exactly, right? Like there are levels. We can get there. But it depends on where he goes in terms of Trick Williams and what ecosystem he's gonna fit into.
Right.
Because easily he's gonna slide in as a top mid-card guy. He's gonna be somebody like could challenge for the IC title or challenge for the United States title. But it's got to be something that's got to sink in. It's got to sink in a way that it hasn't with Carmelo Hayes just yet, and it's got to sink into a point where everybody understands like this is what it's got to be. Besides, they just turned Carmelo slightly face by having Miz finally break a Miz don't miss. So
it's about time for that shit.
Yeah, I look, man. It's one of the situations. I think that as much as we love watching people in NXT, there's an expiration date. And that's the shitty part about it, because you don't like seeing people out of jobs, out of work. But it's an expiration date down there.
But then it's a point where it's different writers. It's different creative in NXT versus the main roster. Yeah. And so like when it boils down to it, you know, you got the big dogs up there writing for this talent or whatever. And it's like, what happens when they can't put their finger on that? Like, I honestly think that when it comes to the writers, some of the writers are good, but I feel like if they were great, they'll be able to translate from an NXT talent to a main roster talent quickly.
Oh yeah,
you know
1,000%.
Like, and I don't put that on the talent period. I mean, I don't put that on the talent specifically, because I mean, you do have those special ones who come in and just fuck shit up. Like they did the same. They strapped a rocket to Tiffany Stratton. They did the same thing with Kevin Owens. They did the same thing with Sami Zayn. Until he got hurt, they did the same thing with Finn. So like, I just feel like across the board, like I hate to see folks come from NXT and be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then they pull up to the main roster, and it's like, oh, all right, let me put you in a tag team with Shinsuke Nakamura and call you the Nakamura don't miss, or some shit like that, or trick Nakamura, some dumbass shit that they'll come up with as a tag team.
They really appreciate portmanteaus, dog. They really do appreciate portmanteaus.
I see.
They definitely.
I mean, it is what I guess it's a thing where you try to figure out what that looks like, but their shooting percentage right now is from the field is probably at 30-40%. They ain't good.
It's not hot. It's not hot. It's not
Your
hot.
camera look like I'm looking through my auntie bifocals, bro.
I know it's okay. I think we're better now, right? We okay, we're good.
Shit.
It had to focus. It had to focus. This is what
I felt like I
happens
was at Lens Crafters. You like number one, number two, number two, number one, number one, number two,
one or two, one
Yep.
or two. Just Lord. Speaking of one or two, our good friends at Ashe are having a wild show this weekend. Close to midnight. It's happening at Slingshot. It is a uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. It's a 5-match card, right? Do you even must say? Are you aware of how nuts this card is about to be and how it's going to look Saturday night?
I didn't look at it yet on purpose because I just wanted
right,
to watch the show and just see what it was. But you could tell me.
Okay, cool. So you got the women's champion, Charity King, friend of the program, faced off against Aaliyah James in the first defense of that Ashe women's world title, right?
Oh, looky.
You got Leon Slater defending his X Division crown in what looks to be it's a 6-man challenge, dog. Well, wait, it's a 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 other people. It's 5 men. It's 5-pack challenge, right? So Leon Slater, Ian Maxwell, Manny Lowe. What's my man's name?
Who?
Let's see. What's my man's name? I'm going to make sure I get it right because I don't want to butcher it. Because if I butcher it, I'm likely getting chopped in the neck, and I don't want that to happen.
It won't be by me.
I know it won't be, but it'll be by him next time we in Charlotte. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, let me make sure I get this right. I don't want no issues. Wow. Appreciate that, by the way. I appreciate that because otherwise it would be drama. We got, thank you. There we go. Treehouse Lee. Thank you. It's Leon Slater, Ian Maxwell, Manny Lowe, Treehouse Lee, Saeed Al-Sabah. Because it was cut because the image I was looking at was his house. Is it said House Lee?
Put some glasses on or get LASIK?
No, I was just looking at the ticket website for the event. That's why I wasn't looking at the actual card.
Camera. Shit.
Again,
bro, you get me a migraine.
Anyway, you got Cedric Alexander versus LeBron Kazone. You got Maya World versus your girl Savannah Evans.
Oh, that's you said Maya World versus Savannah Evans?
I did say that.
Damn. I should have saved my last one.
Ugly Gang is facing TME, and the winner is the inaugural Ashe tag team champions.
That's called Ugly Gang.
And main event, long time coming, the All Father Darius Carter, your Ashe Men's World Champion, versus Billy Dixon. Billy finally calling his shot. Say, hey, October the 18th is going down.
He's not winning that match. He's not. Let's be clear. The All Father's going to do what the All Father does. I have no other nothing else to say about that. The All Father's going to do what the All Father does.
I have no falls and no flaws in backing the All Father in this particular match. I don't. However, Billy been campaigning for this like he running for election. And I honestly think that it's gonna go in his favor, this match. The result might not go in his favor, but in terms of him beating ass, that's gonna go in his favor. Because otherwise, just the continued thought of the All Father terrorizing this man, I don't know what type of crash out Billy Dixon time might be on. it might be some serious reflecting and pondering and trying to figure out what exactly works for him. I don't know what it could be though. I don't. I'm intrigued by it. Not gonna hold you. Absolutely freaking intrigued by it because everything we've seen with Ashe, especially with this feud and the other feud, which is Darius versus Darius, has compelled Ashe the entirety of their existence. And I think, in all honesty, it got to come to a head. Like, they didn't beat each other up in the middle of the street. They didn't fought each other in the ring. Now they're fighting for the Ashe men's title. Who's going to do what? Who's going to come out? Who's going to show up? Because, again, Ashe is bringing all types of heat, all types of fire. And D, it feels like you it feels like you are on 56K modem right now, sir. It looks like you are
Bro, I'm on dial up on
oh
this
yeah,
bitch.
you look mad scrambled, sir. Look mad scrambled. You're back now. You're back now.
For real?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I was fucking with you. You're good.
Ah, damn it. Fucking America Online, man. It's the cheapest.
Am I saying you ain't pay your 10, 220?
Man, furlough.
This man said, "Hey, dog, even the internet man got furloughed." God,
that's what happened.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You said the internet man got furloughed, boy. Times is hard.
Straight up.
Times is hard, man. But yeah, no. Again, Ashe, close to the midnight. Shout out to Freddie Krueger theme. But yeah, man, it's a lot of heat. Cherry King, Aaliyah James for the Ashe Women's title. Ugly Game versus TME for the tag titles. You got the 5-person challenge for the Ben's X Division crown held by one Leon Slater. It's a scramble match with him, Ian Maxwell, Manny Lowe, Treehouse Lee, and Saeed Al Sabah. You got Cedric Alexander in the mix versus LeBron Cazone, number 1 contendership for the Ashe men's title, by the way. And then, of course, you got the main event. You got Billy Dixon versus the All-Father, Darius Carter. Like, how else? I mean, how else are we supposed to do this, brother? How else are we supposed to do this? Gotta appreciate the gifts. Gotta appreciate the gifts, and also appreciate D and all of his internet technical skills right now. I feel like somebody snatched the hotspot.
Hey,
from
don't
him.
do that.
They also snatched the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay. Do you want to talk about people who did get something snatched from them?
Are you talking about this fool?
Yeah. So I feel for Kota Ibushi because, in all honesty, I think that Kota Ibushi is one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time.
Right.
One of the greatest light heavyweights in particular. Him and Kenny Omega doing the Golden Lions bit, absolutely entertaining every single time. But the fact this man broke his leg in a taping for Collision, I'm like, why the hell can't you get right? I thought Tanahashi was in that situation, but no, Kota Ibushi's in that same damn situation. Like, I don't ever see Kota Ibushi doing normal shit on AEW television. It's always either him getting hurt or him bouncing.
Dude, that motherfucker old. Tanahashi old. That's an excuse. Like, come on now. Kota Ibushi ain't that old. What are you doing? You better do some calisthenics or something.
All right, we're gonna hop on the Googles, right? Because even with his very babyish face, would you believe that Kota Ibushi is only 5 months older than you?
What?
Kota Ibushi is only 5 months older than you.
Oh yeah, that's why he breaking shit.
You had to let that marinate for a second, huh?
Hey, listen. The way my body feel when I get up in the morning, snap, crackle, and pop.
Hey,
been
there before.
Listen. When we went to that daggone, the spa in Mexico, man, you should have saw the little joint they gave me. She was heavy hands, a motherfucker. She put her whole big toe in the back of my neck.
She did what she needed to do. She did what she
and
needed
it
to
worked.
do.
It worked.
It definitely
That's
did.
That's what Kota Ibushi need. He needed big toe in the back of his neck.
Kota Ibushi just needs to find whatever rabbit foot Darby Allin got. That's what Kota Ibushi needs. He needs that because
Darby, you gotta remember Darby young too. Darby ain't even 30 yet, I don't think. And if he is, they got some new type of 30-year-olds because I ain't able to do the same shit.
Darby Allin was born a month before, must say 2 months before WrestleMania 9, or 3 months before WrestleMania 9.
So 1990? 1989?
1993.
Yeah, he ain't 30 yet.
No, he's 32.
He can do that shit.
He's
I
32.
ain't do the math. My bad. My internet messing up my head. My calculations.
He's 32. I'm going to say this. I want to wish Kota Ibushi a very speedy recovery. Hope rehab goes very successful. And I hope you get to be able to get back in the ring and do what you love to do. But God damn, man, this is not cool. You being out or you being hurt.
You say he 5 months. You say he 5 months older than me.
Yes.
That recovery about to be some bullshit.
For a broken leg, I believe it.
That shit about to be some bullshit. You see, I'm still in this motherfucker right here.
But you're almost free, Sinke. You're almost free.
Almost free.
Almost free. Almost free. So speaking of AEW, they have their WrestleDream card coming up this week. Same Saturday as Ashe's card. D probably has already laid out what he's going to be watching or paying attention to. By the way, Ashe is moving some of their things to Patreon in case you want to watch the show or support. So
okay. All right.
Now, what were you saying? My apologies for interrupting you.
No, you sure? I watch my stuff on delay.
Yeah. Why? Because you have life and you have a life and kids and shit.
Yeah.
It happens. So, real quick, there are 4 matches of the pre-show. You got FTR versus Jet Speed. You got Eddie Kingston and Hook versus a tag team to be announced. You got Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale versus the Divine Vanity, which is Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. And then you have your atypical party match, which is Roderick Strong and the Conglomeration, which consists of Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tomohiro Ishii, versus the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, and Pac. That's the pre-show. Not going to get into who wins, who loses, because more often than not, the pre-show is there strictly for entertainment, not for fully advancing what's going to happen next. Because eventually, I think Willow versus Chris Statlander, it has to happen again for the world title. Because again, Willow Nightingale not being your AEW World Champion at least one time. Come on now.
S.
Let's say, where's your sign? Ass. Thank you. Willow Nightingale not being AEW Women's Champion once, right? Since now.
What up, Will Ferrell?
Well, what up, Will? It's not Willow Nightingale. All right. So here's the real card, right? The real card is 7 matches. 8, actually. Sorry. You got Darby Allin versus John Moxley in an I Quit match. You got Chris Statlander versus Timeless Tony Storm for the women's world title. You got Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. The winner is receiving a $500,000 cash prize. You got Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe have continued their long-standing feud for the AEW TNT title. You got Brando D versus Kazuchika Okada and the new IWGP, aka New Japan Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. You got Jamie Hayter versus Thekla. You got, I thought Bob Rolling Stone already joined forces. That's weird.
Who?
I thought Bob and Rolling Stone had already joined forces. I thought they were already like
Oh.
linked, but I guess. And then also you have the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP versus the Man, Ricochet, your Pan-African Pan-African Diaspora champion, Bishop Khan, and
The
Toa
Man.
Leona in a Tornado Trios match. Is there anything on this card from the main card perspective that you are intrigued by? And I understand that the fade came in because I went in super close.
Probably Darby and Mox.
Mainly because the
Darby.
last time these two interacted for real, somebody set the other one on fire.
Yeah, and they're gonna do some crazy ass shit. I'm surprised. Yeah. Well, I know she's down in Mexico, but surprised they ain't got Mercedes on the card.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is an interesting omission.
Yeah. But I think other than that, the only thing that stands out is with Takeshita winning the IWGP title, and they're going up against Brando. I think this is the match where Takeshita separates himself from the Don Callis family. Because you know how much that IWGP title means to
Okada. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we officially get that Okada versus Takeshita 1-on-1.
Man, listen, that's gonna be cooking like
brother.
On Sunday morning.
You know what? I know they have Forbidden Door and all that, and Wrestle Dynasty, but Okada versus Takeshita in the Tokyo Dome. But in terms of things I'm intrigued by, yes, the Brando versus Okada and Takeshita tag team match, 1000%, right? Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. That's something that has my full attention because look, these are two dudes who can talk on the mic. Sold the match pretty well. Again, the match literally exists. It literally exists because of a Aaron Magruder moment. That's exactly why this match exists. All because one dude actually brushed up against another dude in a way that he ain't like. That's how we got here, dog. That's how we got here. So, those two matches, and then also Chris Statlander versus Thomas Tony Storm.
They're not gonna take that title off of Chris Statlander that early. If they do, then that'll be weird. But I don't think they will.
I mean, look, if they take the title off Stat and give it back to Tony for a fifth time, I'm losing count. Then who do you have faith in that women's division if you think that Chris Statlander can't carry it?
Thomas, Tony Storm, Mercedes, or Athena. That's it. Those three right there are the only ones that can do it. Unless you warming up the grill for Mega Bang.
Unless you're warming up the grill for Mega Bang, because Athena don't even get a shot to be on regular pay-per-views. She don't even get to be on AEW regular television. She is like, oh, we'll call you up from ROH every now and then. Have fun.
Yeah, we feel like it.
When we feel like it. So that is WrestleDream. Now, again, that is us not saying like we don't care about the pay-per-view. Because, again, I think AEW is going to do what AEW does. They're going to give you some solid, fire-ass matches. That's what we know is going to happen for shit show. It's everything after that. And I'm always like, And TV's gotten better. I will say that. TV's gotten a hell of a lot better. But I'm just like,
It's gotten a lot better, yeah.
But, D?
Yes, sir.
You know, when we always come to this part of the show, we always have to stop and, be very perceptive of things. We have to be very aware and knowledgeable of them. We have to also acknowledge certain things. We also have to be very kind and keen when one Ice-T steps in the dough, because you know what Ice-T is going to tell us have to do? Hey. That is right. It's time for Hater/Hero of the Week. We don't have a sponsor for this segment just yet, but working on it. Gonna get it
One day.
because hey, everybody loves a good hater. Not a
Absolutely.
not a hand, not a band, but everybody loves a good hater. Everybody loves a good one. Why? Because sometimes your best hater be using words that are tricky to you. In the words of Mark Lamar Hill talking to Queen's Flip. Sometimes your best hater is me or D. And we don't even call it hating. Us is just calling out some bullshit. And like, oh no, you hating. Nah,
I'm
man.
just honest.
Hey, man. We just
I'm
honest.
just honest.
We just honest. And then sometimes you actually have some whole tendencies perpetrated by a certain individual or entities. And D and I gotta call that shit out. So D, I'm gonna not even have a hater this week. I don't have a hater this week. I don't.
Really?
I don't have a hater this week. So I have a hero this week.
Okay.
My hero is Michael Eugene Archer, better known to the world as D'Angelo. We got news on Tuesday that D'Angelo passed away due to pancreatic cancer at the age of 51, which is that goes to show you that them silent battles are silent for a reason. People don't want to be seen like that. And the second thing that caught me was that D'Angelo was only 51 years old. We often talk about musicians having their genius periods, right? Stevie Wonder's is probably like the top of the top when it comes to that. D'Angelo released Brown Sugar in April of 1995. He was 21 years old when he did that. Again, 21. I know. I have to maybe lean back a little bit. Just let it sit. There we go. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
I think now we realize how to make this work. I literally have to just sit back and make it happen. I can't be up on top of it. D'Angelo released that album, the one with Cruising, the Smokey Robinson cover, the one with Brown Sugar, the immediate hip hop, just instant classic off the rip. Your debut single is a monster. Lady had a remix with AZ. Say shit, damn motherfucker. Jones, my bones. Like I can go on and on about how dope that album is. Right? That's at 21. At 25 years later, January 2000, Voodoo dropped. Questlove will tell you, Voodoo is basically him and D'Angelo auditioning to be part of Prince's band. D'Angelo was a son of Prince in ways that you can easily tell by the most non-Prince ass song of all Prince ass songs in Untitled How Does It Feel? I remember speaking to Raphael Sadiq about the record. Raph said, yo, D was just walking and said, yo, let me get a joint. So, all right, cool. Came up there in the studio in New York and they made that record. Weed is how we got Untitled How Does It Feel? And again, this man who grew up in a Pentecostal church, and you can hear the gospel all up in his music, all up in it, became a sex symbol, became the dude who fellas was mad at because you see this dude on BET or MTV shirtless, V-cut, is like, damn, I got to get my ass in the gym because look how she acted over D'Angelo. Like, damn. And so in that, you see the ups and downs. You see somebody go through a lot of real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Dealt with, struggles, dealt with, substance battles. And then Jay Dilla pretty much passing in 2006 refocused that man's entire brain chemistry on what he should be doing. And it's not like D'Angelo didn't make music. He always made music. He just ain't like coming outside because he respected his privacy and understood that sometimes in order to make great music, you have to live far away from the public eye and the public spectrum. And so when we got Black Messiah in December 2014, let me explain. Black Messiah drops literally the same period of time in which I found out my dad had kidney cancer, right? It drops in the same breath of me rediscovering myself going back to college. And me having a D'Angelo record, which a lot of people's like, I can't understand a motherfucking word he's saying on there. But if you listen to the instrumentation and the lyrics for real, he spins some shit. Tonight, I am wearing a t-shirt from the Second Coming tour from D'Angelo 2015. I saw D'Angelo the same night that Dylan Roof took the lives of 9 individuals at AME Church in Carolina. Like, all of this tied together because I was a fan of a dude who made black music, who went through all the ups and downs of fame, all of it. Stayed gospel as it could be in making his music, stayed funky as he could when it could be. And now we don't have that dude. And that dude was inspired by Prince to the core, but he has children all over R&B music, dog. All over it. So my hero of the week is D'Angelo. As a spoiler, this week's episode of the Untitled Brandon Caldwell Project is about D'Angelo, and at the same time, it's also about grief. And yeah, that is it. Like, you tell me another group outside of Outkast, maybe even early Kanye, who could release a genius record, and then the record that is a smash monster in terms of creativity, in terms of like trying to figure out like who you are as a real artist from 21 to 25, 26. And then you take 15 years off basically in terms of releasing albums to live life, go through all that ups and downs, and deliver another smash. Who? Just him. Why? Because we only got one of them badass motherfuckers.
Okay. I mean, I ain't had no hater of the week either. I have 2 heroes of the week, and kind of opposite of what you were speaking on. 2 heroes of the week by the name of Trix and Zeke, 2 promoters in the city of Baltimore. Morgan State Homecoming was this past weekend, and they had an event entitled "The Homecoming That Never Happened" at Norma Jean's. I showed up at Norma Jean's for this event. If you know what Norma Jean's is, you know. And listen, Norma Jean's is a nice little gentleman's club, aka what I call the Shake Shake. It was some talented individuals and talented individual women in there. The promoter Zeke and Trix, I appreciate you because I had a good time. I saw a lot of talent. I saw a lot of pole climbing. I probably had someone's electric bill paid. Shout out to 818, some new tequila that I had. Yeah, shout out to my people that was there. Yeah, I had a good ass time. The talent was phenomenal. AJ Styles, phenomenal. I seen some things that. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back, and when Brandon, you come with me, we'll be back.
Okay, we will go on a field trip to Norma Jean's. Is what I'm hearing from D. We'll go on a field trip.
So
to
my
Norma
heroes
Jean's.
of the week are Trix and Zeke.
Trix and Zeke, come get your flowers. Come get your flowers.
Yes, some talented young ladies in Norma Jean's.
Oh my
Go visit.
God.
Tell them D sent you.
See, I thought he was going to talk about Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos' old lady, delivering the largest donation ever to an HBCU to Morgan State. But nah, he said it was my donation to other people during Morgan State homecoming.
Listen, somebody's Verizon internet, somebody's YouTube TV, somebody's electric bill got paid Saturday night. Shout out to Trix and Zeke.
Shout out to Trix and Zeke. Shout out to Michael Eugene Archer. And that is probably the first episode of 2DopeMarks. We ain't talk shit about nobody in the Hater of the Week segment. We literally gave it up to the people who deserve to have it given up to. So again, We appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, kicking with us for an hour, some change, man. We do this really is an escape, right? We ain't trying to make it to be famous. We ain't trying to make it to be like, oh, we gotta be on everybody, best of list. Nah, this is literally for the love of the game. Literally for the love of the game. We love the game so much. We said, yo, let's get in, let's get out, because we got real life shit to do. By the way, because D asked me how to know where his concert was. Anderson .Paak is a motherfucking star, dog. Like, Anderson .Paak put on a goddamn clinic on that stage last week.
I bet he did.
Just, man, if you have not seen Anderson .Paak in this No Worries tour, they first headlining tour, by the way, I urge you to go get tickets and see it. I urge you to go get tickets and see it before they wrap up, man. I do. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Threads. YouTube is 2DopeMarks. Turn on, hit the bell for all post notifications, uploads of our segments, interviews, etc., etc. Cop the merch. 2DopeMarks.com, link in bio for all of that. You can find where you can find us, find me, D. Real life hit, so we will figure out when we will be actually back on road, back enjoying, graps and taking in things. We shout out Ashe for their show this weekend because we know it's gonna be some fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody in the indies making shit crack, right? Shout Reality Wrestling. They are actually doing a goddamn show at Home Run Dugout. Now you may ask me what Home Run Dugout is. Home Run Dugout is basically Top Golf but baseball.
For real.
For real. So they're doing that. And they got it mixed to where it's not only just some wrestling shit going on. AJ Francis is gonna be on the bill. Zilla Fatu gonna be on the bill. But they got some rapping. They got some rapping too. It's wrestling and rapping in West Houston. So tickets still low. Enjoy it because it's gonna be some shit. So that's it. I'm gonna say we gave all the shout outs. Do you got anything else you want to plug, man, before we got out of here?
No. I just hope the Eagles win this weekend.
Dog, okay, so after last week with versus the Giants, in which the Eagles basically made Cam Scatterbo and Jackson Dart look like the goddamn Bash Brothers from Mighty Ducks.
Cam's got to go. He's going to knock himself out in 2 weeks. So,
my question to you is, I don't even know who the Eagles play this week. That's how bad it is.
Carson Wentz and Justin Jefferson.
Is Quinyon playing? Do we know anything about his hamstring?
He can have mine.
So you mean to tell me I give thoughts and prayers to the Eagles secondary?
Food.
And we gotta hope and pray that Kevin knows what the hell he's doing against that Brian Flores defense.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna stress myself out. Fuck that.
Look, at least the Texans play the Texans play Monday night against the Seahawks. I'm trying to figure out which Sam Darnold's the real Sam Darnold's gonna pull up. That's why I know. But you know what, Doug? F all that. Because guess what next Tuesday is?
The NBA stop.
Exactly. The NBA is biting. I done seen Kevin Durant already talking spicy in the season 2 of the Netflix little show they got. Shout
out to his knees.
Look, again, as I said to you when the trade happened, I came on, I was like super hot. I just need Kevin Durant healthy for 68 games in the regular season. Get the boys back to the 2 seed in the West. Because I think I just need to play 68. Play 68.
48?
He ain't missing damn near half the season, D. Nah.
No, I done watched that man play since he was 13 years old, right?
I know. Oh, I know. Just saying.
Okay.
I get 65 to 68 games
Good
of
luck.
KD. The Rockets gonna be in a good little spot. Plus, hey man, I know it's preseason, but they ain't lost yet. Just saying.
The Ravens
Again,
haven't lost a preseason game either in a couple of years.
well, we saw what the Ravens are right now. The Ravens are a mass unit. You and I are probably starting for that defense right now, dog. Yeah, but you know what? The thing about the Ravens is Lamar probably gonna be back, and they're probably still gonna find a way to win that division somehow, some way, because there's a certain.
I hope they do.
Yeah, because hey, somebody gotta be football happy over on that side of the world. Because
Man.
yeah, it ain't been fun. It ain't been fun. But yeah, we just yapping about sports now. D, say something nice to the people.
Jaden Daniels is who I thought he was.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,